The reason you have shit friends is because you are shit. Today we're gonna discuss why you have shit friends and why it's a problem. I keep telling you guys, your friends are literally the number one thing that will affect you. And even I had a problem with it. And we're gonna talk about having shit friends and how to fix it and all that. But basically, my story, I grew up in Austria and I went to high school and then afterwards I switched to the US, went to college there. I had a scholarship, and then started making money. Boom, boom, boom. Now, I always had a winning mindset. Like, it was always there every single time. However, because I was surrounded by shit people, it was very hard for me to progress. Because whenever I would, for example, tell someone my goals, I would tell them I want to be a millionaire, I want to have a Lambo, I tell them my life views, how I want things to be. It would be met with resistance. And especially Austria, which is a very, very small country. In Austria, they have a little bit more of a smaller mindset. It's not the same mindset as, for example, in America, where it's a big mindset. You always want to win, 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 win. In Austria, it's okay to be normal. But I wasn't okay with it. I just wasn't okay with it. But the friends I had literally made it impossible for me to progress. And even though I had better friends than the average, because I didn't have friends who shared the exact same vision as me, who were as driven as me, and as smart as me, it would be hard to progress. And it led to me being more of a loner, if that makes sense. Now, that changed later on. But let me explain you how shit friends even happen. When I tell you my story, I didn't have shit friends to begin with. So don't get it wrong. I didn't have shit friends. I just didn't have, for example, the friends I have now. Rich, smart, charismatic, good with women, hardworking. They know people, have a good network, right? I would have friends who would be above average in like certain things. Maybe like super smart, a little bit driven, extremely stylish. I would have friends in like each category. I would like this one friend who's like extremely smart. Then there's one friend who was like extreme swag, so I'd learn from him. And then I have this one friend who's like really good with women. But let me explain why you have shit friends. Let's get to subject. The reason you have shit friends is because you are shit. Now, what does that mean? Let's take me as an example again. Would it make sense if I told you that I had a friend, for example, who goes out and smokes weed and plays video games all day long? Like, just try to picture it like me with a friend. Like, would that even make sense? Or let's take it to another level. Would it make sense if I told you I had a friend who was completely broke? Let's take away just the human aspect, that I like the person, just from a practical mindset, a practical perspective. Let's say I travel the world. Like, how can I be really friends with that person if I never see him? And I travel the world all the time. I'm having fun, but he has to stay home at his mom's place. Think about it. Think about it. And that's why when you have shit friends, it's because you are shit. Quality begets quality. If you're a quality person, you will have quality people around you. Because if you never slack, why would you let others around you slack? So this is why back then when I was, and I'm still young, but when I was like 16 or 17, there was always a lot of friction with everyone I had. Every person I was with, there was always some type of friction because I would never allow them to slack. And then over time, they just couldn't keep up. And I keep telling you guys, you have to be ruthless in life. I don't give a fuck. You have to be ruthless. If you're friends right now and they cannot keep up with you, at some point you will have to cut them off. Now the good news is usually they cut themselves off from you because it's just, like I said, quality begets quality. If you keep winning and winning and winning and winning, but they're not winning as much as you, it's going to create distance. It's going to create space between you guys. And it's totally fine. It's totally okay because at some point it will happen. And if you want to be a true winner, you will have to distance yourself from people who are not true winners. Does that make sense? That's why you need to reflect and think about yourself. Why do you have shit friends? The reason you have shit friends is because you allowed yourself to have shit friends. I didn't allow myself to have shit friends. Back then, for example, let's say I had a friend who was extremely confident, extremely good with women, and then we would get along. I would learn from him. I'd watch him. He would be a person that I look up to in some type of way because of his skills, what he can do, because of the quality of a person he is. But if I found out that this guy started slacking, if I told the guy, yo, let's take it to the next level, we need to make some cash, let's come up with business ideas, let's do something, or let's take up this challenge. All right, we can already get all the bitch in the world. We already have all the swag and style in the world. Now let's try this. And I realized like he's not with it, and he doesn't even want to. And even though I keep telling him, keep encouraging, like ends on ends, like literally, I'll pick up the fucking phone. Like, look, I'm the type of guy, I'm the type of friend. When you're friends with me, I'll literally call with you for hours and hours and hours and 5-hour phone call. And I'll tell you, look, we gotta win. We gotta be better. Let's push. Let's do it together. I'll encourage you to the end. But if I realize you ain't keeping up and you ain't hearing it, I'm sorry, bro. But it's bye-bye. Bye-bye. So you need to reflect. Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, why do you accept shitty people? Why do you accept everything less than exceptional? Why do you accept it that you aren't exceptional? Because if you were exceptional, you would have exceptional friends. Like I've said, all my friends are good with girls. All my friends are good with money. All my friends are very charismatic. All my friends are smart. All my friends are hardworking. Like, that's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence. So that's why I want you today, analyze every single friend you have around you. Boom, 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 boom. Every single one of them. And you shouldn't have too many friends anyway. Like 3, 4-ish, fine. Analyze every single one of them, the people you hang out with the most, right? And then ask yourself, do you want to be like them? Do you, like, if you had to like switch bodies, would you be able to be in their bodies for at least a week? Like, would you be able to stand it? If no, then start encouraging them to change. Tell them, look, we need to do this. We need to we need to start making cash. We need to ask Prince how to make money. We need to go to his Instagram and fucking send him a DM and ask him, yo, bro, how you make so much cash? Teach me. And I'll teach you. Like, we need to like fucking start investing in our style. Start getting more swag. Like, our style is just bad. Like, we ain't looking fly. We need to start looking fly. We need to start getting swag. We need to start working harder. We need to start going to the gym. Why aren't we going to the gym all day long? Yo, bro, let's start going to the gym. And if they don't do that, bye.